We share what we know. Inspired we'll grow as one people, one country, one world.
Celebrate all that you know, 'cause when you share it, we all grow the strength of ideas.
Hi, my name is Brenda Herchmer, and I'm here to share information about the promise and the possibilities of Collaboration Station. Collaboration Station is a nonprofit organization designed to amplify capacity for resolving complex social, economic, and environmental issues. We're doing this by supporting multi-sector collaboration between and among government, social profits, businesses, and citizens. So why is multi-sector collaboration so critical? Well, now more than ever, it's evident that our silo-based systems aren't working. In large part, this is because they don't typically acknowledge that health, social, environmental, and economic well-being are intrinsically linked. The underlying root cause of many of today's complex issues is a result of there often being an imbalance between economic development and quality of life. As a result, individual social and environmental health and well-being, and ultimately even our overall happiness, may not be prioritized locally or globally. And while our existing systems were effective during the industrial era they were designed to serve, today they aren't always conducive to ensuring balance between the market economy and human values. Nor are the existing systems effective in responding to increasingly complicated global and local issues. It's also evident that new economic models, such as donut economics, will require leaders who are able to apply multi-sector collaboration. Donut economics advocates for a model that ensures no one falls short on life's essentials, from food and housing to healthcare and political voice, while at the same time ensuring that collectively we don't overshoot our pressure on Earth's life-supporting systems. The donut here of social and planetary boundaries is a new framing of that challenge, and it acts as a compass for human progress that will require extensive multi-sector collaboration. Multi-sector collaboration will also be required to address the world's most pressing issues that have been defined by the UN General Assembly as the UN 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs as they're often referred to. In essence, these 17 SDGs are a call for action by all countries to promote prosperity while protecting the planet. While many may still be of the opinion that these aren't their issues, the reality is that they represent everything that is wrong in our communities. They should be thought of as a framework providing strategies that build economic growth while also addressing a range of social needs including education, health, social protection, and job opportunities, while tackling climate change and environmental protection. In Canada, as well as in most other countries, our economy is comprised of three sectors: the public or government sector, the private or business sector, and three, the social benefit or nonprofit sector. However, the solutions for today's increasingly complex local and global issues require incorporating elements from all three sectors, each of which has a very different measuring stick for success. For example, the business sector is more apt to measure their success in terms of economic impact, whereas for nonprofits and government, success is more about being able to successfully address social issues and the public good. It sometimes results in having to weigh money versus humanity and compassion when, of course, we need both. And so, as suggested recently by the World Economic Forum, the solution may be within an emerging fourth sector who have the responsibility for serving as the catalyst for bringing out the best from all three sectors. For many residents, particularly caring citizens with no particular affiliation, this was often and is less of an issue, and they simply get busy prioritizing the multi-sector collaboration that they see as being essential for resolving complex issues. The bottom line is that multi-sector collaboration is essential for positioning leaders and organizations so that they can respond to complex social, economic, and or environmental issues, that they can place an emphasis on work that is multi-sectoral in nature, that they can engage diverse stakeholders and the broader community in being part of developing and owning innovative solutions, and that they can devote time and energy to developing future-focused leading edge businesses, governments, social profit organizations, and engaging citizens. We've also learned that more growth and innovation occurred when priority was placed on a different kind of collaboration, one that ensures stakeholders and citizens came together from different sectors in order to address the broader ecosystems and to nurture multiple interconnected initiatives and ultimately a more comprehensive, more transformative collaboration. This approach to collaboration also resulted in overcoming the challenge of trying to change a system from within, which is often quite daunting. The reality is that we're living in a time of increasing volatility, uncertainty, chaos, and ambiguity, or what futurists refer to as VUCA, which is the acronym. The major shifts in all aspects of our social, political, educational, cultural, and scientific systems is going to require leaders and organizations able to serve as catalysts for multi-sectoral initiatives and the agile, responsive networks that are essential for innovation and transformative change. It also means we need to work together to think differently about a lot of different issues in order to ensure our readiness to respond to complex issues and challenges. What also became clear is that leaders, whether they did or didn't have a formal title, and more often they didn't, were observed practicing competencies that fell within three categories: systems thinking, community-led development, and strategic foresight. Those involved estimated that both strategic foresight and systems thinking were 20% of the solution, while community-led development was approximately 60% of the solution. So why community-led development? Well, that's what builds the foundation of trusted relationships and a sense of belonging. It facilitates the integrated and the cross-sectoral process that's critical, and at the same time it contributes to agility and mesh work. And I think probably most important, it creates the citizen engagement and ownership that drives vital, resilient communities. We also need systems thinking because we need to see the picture on the top of the puzzle box, and because it helps us better understand how to put the pieces together. So that's really critical as well. The system thinking also provides a framework for seeing the whole as well as the interconnections, and gets us to root causes and solutions, and helps us generate new ways of thinking and creativity and more innovative, transformative approaches. And strategic foresight, well, we need pathways to ensure we're going to be able to shape better outcomes. And, the strategic foresight helps us to see that change comes from both the world and from ourselves, and it helps promote anticipation and readiness for both expected as well as unexpected global changes, and gives us strategies to understand that we can influence change within our own spheres of influence. Overall, what we saw in our work across Canada is that success resulted when a smaller collaboration cohort put a process into place that could be described as three essential phases. And so phase one was really about forming a collaboration cohort. We saw that sometimes starting too big was overwhelming, and so planning a phase two quick success project that was multi-sectoral in nature helped to build trust and confidence before a community or a larger group of stakeholders could really tackle phase three, which is really about broader multi-sectoral systems planning. The collaboration station where all of this takes place is comprised of myself, Brenda Herchmer, as Executive Director. Diane Clark serves as our Chair, bringing her many skill sets honed as the CEO of Transpire. As the CEO of the Rethink Group, Ken Ballmer brings his extensive talents as a futurist and strategic planning consultant. And Neil Cosby adds his impressive background in social services and is the Director of Business Development for HR Primed. Given the complexity of multi-sector collaboration, 6 components have been designed to collectively support and strengthen systems thinking, strategic foresight, community-led development, and digital optimization. These components include research, an intelligence library of tools and resources, a learning center for both formal and informal learning, an incubator where new organizations and enterprises supporting multi-sectoral collaboration can receive support, and a marketplace where fourth sector organizations or those who are supporting multi-sector collaboration can promote their own resources and services. But probably the most important component is that of the member network, because we think members need to connect and will learn as much from one another that will be relevant and meaningful. If you're interested in learning more, you can find more information on our website about our stories and testimonials, as well as examples of the tools and frameworks that will be provided, that are being provided by the Collaboration Station. Thanks for your time and your attention.